It's Varsity Quiz, where Southern Nevada high school teams are competing for academic honors. The Clark County School District, in cooperation with the Kiwanis Club of Las Vegas and Vegas PBS, are proud to present Varsity Quiz in its 45th season, featuring academic competition among Southern Nevada's finest scholars. Now, here's your host, Nathan Tannenbaum.
So here we are. Welcome again to the 45th season of Varsity Quiz, where the best and the brightest of Clark County's high school students are matching wits for the title Varsity Quiz Champion. Now tonight, it's the third of our 4 quarterfinal matches. Liberty is taking on Rancho. During the regular season, there were 39 high school teams competing in 6 different divisions. The first, second, and third place teams from each division, they competed in their own mini tournament. That was back in December to determine who's going to make it to the so-called Great 8 that we're doing right now. Liberty, undefeated this season. They finished first in the Southeast Division. The Patriots defeated third place Sunrise Mountain in that December tournament to make it here today. Rancho finished the season with a 3-2 record in third place in the West Division. Now the Rams beat first place undefeated Bishop Gorman at that December tournament to get here. Then the winner of tonight's game, they'll go on to compete in the semifinals. We expect an exciting game tonight. Before we go much further, what do you say we meet our players? We'll start with the team from Liberty. We have 11th grader Ray Vitale. Hi, Ray.
Hey, Nate.
It says here your favorite superheroes are Batman and Superman.
Very true.
Do you have any others?
Nope.
That's
just
them.
those 2.
Excellent. Well, good luck to you, and thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Next, we have 11th grader Lizzie Noon. Hi, Lizzie.
Hi.
Would you explain to me your mentorship program with a judge?
I'm in this program where I get to be apprentice or a mentoree of a judge with a college student and a grad student. So.
Very good. Congratulations. Thanks for being here, and good luck tonight. We also have the captain of Liberty. He's a senior, Braden Smith. Hey, Braden.
Hey.
I know that a lot of people probably know this, but briefly describe what Boys State is.
Well, it's this sort of mock government thing that goes on every year up at University of Nevada, Reno. And it's for juniors in high school. And we just go up there and we learn about public policy, lobbying, and other aspects of state government.
Well, you're a good public speaker, so good luck here today. We also have 11th grader Madeline Burke. Hi, Madeline.
Hi.
Would you explain the National Mythology Exam?
Oh, the National Mythology Exam, it's a great exam devoted surprisingly to mythology.
How about that?
Yeah, it was very nice to take it. It was a great experience.
Excellent. Well, we're glad you're here. Good luck. That's the team from Liberty. Now let's meet the team from Rancho. We'll start with a senior, Jennifer Dang. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello.
It says here you're in the LVYO. Now, I know what that is, but let's make sure everyone else does.
That's the Las Vegas Youth Orchestra. It's a nonprofit organization where we audition, and actually this year, this summer of 2014, we are touring Poland and Germany, and I play the violin.
Wow. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck here tonight. Here's another senior, Edgar Rodriguez Navarez. Hi, Edgar.
Hello.
I know some people are not quite sure what metaphysics is. Can you give like a real thumbnail description of what that is that you're interested in?
It's just like it's basically just thinking about like life in itself and like thinking about it. It's just pontificating about the universe, everything.
As I think the young people today might say, dude, that's heavy. Good luck, Edgar. Thanks for being here. Here's an 11th grader from Rancho, Joshua Hampton, the captain. Hi, Joshua.
Hello.
It says here you like football. Is that playing or watching or both?
It's everything. I just love everything about football, playing the sport, playing the video games related to the sport, watching the sport, anything that has to do with football, I love.
No helmets required here today, though, Joshua. Good luck to you. Thanks for being here. And here's an 11th grader, Quinn Bell. Hey, Quinn.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It says here, are you writing a novel or you want to write a novel?
I am currently trying to write a novel.
Wow. Will you let us read it when it's done?
Sure.
Okay. That's the team from Rancho. Congratulations for getting here and good luck to you. Now our Varsity Quiz coaches, let's talk about them for just a second. They're the backbone of the program. They work with the students week after week, putting in a lot of time and effort outside the classroom to make Varsity Quiz the success that it is. Let's meet our coaches. For Liberty, we have Jordan Tielemans and David Fisher. For Rancho, the coach is Linda Garman.
Our volunteer judges tonight are from the Kiwanis Club of Las Vegas. The Kiwanis Club of Las Vegas provides our judges and timekeepers at each and every match of our season. They also provide Varsity Quiz with scholarship money, including a Harvey Dondero Award given to one outstanding student. We appreciate the Kiwanis Club's dedication to Varsity Quiz and salute all of their fine work in the community. Our Varsity Quiz match consists of 3 rounds. Each question is worth 5 points. The first round has 25 toss-up questions. The second round is the bonus round, and it is timed. The team correctly answering a toss-up question will have the opportunity to answer a 2-part bonus question worth 10 points. The final round is the lightning round, and it is also timed.
One more reminder to the participants, please speak clearly, not just for the microphone, but for the judges on the other side of the studio. Let's go ahead and get started with our first question. Vice presidential candidate James Stockdale said that when he was shot down over North Vietnam, he found comfort in Epictetus's words, "A life not put to the test is not worth living." Name the founder of this Stoic philosophy advocated by Epictetus. Before or after? After, we were looking for Zeno. At what point does an object undergoing simple harmonic motion reach maximum velocity? And that is Rancho. Quinn?
At the place of origin?
No. We were looking for at the equilibrium position. Next question. Identify the American Revolutionary War officer who allegedly gave the order, "Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes," at the Battle of Bunker Hill. We were looking for Colonel William Prescott. We would have taken Major Israel Putnam. Next question. What name is given to the canal once called the Kaiser Wilhelm Canal, but officially named the Nord-Ostsee Canal? This German waterway provides a shortcut between the North Sea and the Baltic Sea. We're striking out here. Kiel Canal. General Mills recently announced that it will no longer use genetically modified ingredients in which of its popular cereals? Rancho. Joshua?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
No. Before or too late? All right, we'll go with Liberty. Ray?
Cheerios?
Yes. What government position did John McCormick hold in 1963 and 1964 when the U.S. was without a vice president, meaning that he would have become president if Lyndon Johnson had died, been impeached, or been unable to carry out his duties? And we'll go with Liberty. Braden?
Speaker of the House.
Yes. Math question. A circular pool, 20 feet in diameter, has a 2-foot wide walkway completely around it. Find the circumference of the outer edge in terms of pi. I'll repeat, a circular, we'll go with Rancho. Quinn?
24 pi feet?
Yes. Identify the nymph of Greek myth whose name designates a soft repetition of a phrase, and that is Liberty. Ray?
Echo?
Yes. Which empire was established in the 16th and 17th centuries with colonies in North America, was later expanded to the Indian Ocean and Southeast Asia, and in essence ended in the 20th century when most of its former possessions became independent? Liberty. Ray?
British?
Yes. Name the Wisconsin senator who criticized Democratic candidate Adlai Stevenson for appearing as a character witness for suspected spy Alger Hiss during the 1952 presidential campaign. Liberty. Braden?
McCarthy.
Yes. Which Irish poet won the 1995 Nobel Prize in Literature? He's considered to be the country's best poet since William Butler Yeats. He's known for his collections Death of a Naturalist and Wintering Out. Rancho. Edgar?
Bernard Shaw?
No. Seamus Haney. Identify the radioactive isotope of cobalt produced by bombarding cobalt atoms with neutrons and commonly used in radiation treatment for cancer. Rancho. Quinn?
Cobalt 20?
No. Cobalt 60. Which word derived from the Arabic for a desert dweller identifies an Arab of any of the nomadic desert tribes in the Middle East? Bedouin. Here's a math question. For which value of x from 0 degrees to 180 degrees will the value of y equals 2 plus the sine of 2x reach its lowest point? Repeating, for which value of x from 0 degrees to 180 degrees will the value of y equals 2 plus the sine of 2x reach its lowest point? Rancho, Quinn?
180 degrees.
No. Liberty, Braden?
0 degrees.
No, 135 degrees. Disney and Pixar Studios released their animated movie A Bug's Life, a work similar to Ants by DreamWorks. On which fable by Aesop did Disney and Pixar base its film? And Liberty, Braden?
The Ant and the Grasshopper.
Yes. Identify the boxer of Irish-American ancestry who was the last world heavyweight champion to fight in the bare knuckle style. He was known as the Boston Strong Boy and the Great John L. Liberty, Braden?
John L. Sullivan.
Yes. In 2004, the Alabama Shakespeare Festival took its production about a Scottish tragic hero to 13 military bases. Name this tale of... And that is Liberty, Madeline.
Macbeth?
Yes. What term is used in genetics to designate a trait that must be contributed by both parents in order... And that is Liberty, Ray.
Dominant trait?
No, in order to... Rancho, Quinn?
Recessive.
Yes. Identify the Russian composer of Symphony No. 6 in B minor, Pathetique, Opus 74, who died just 9 days after its premiere in St. Petersburg, October 28, 1893. And that's Rancho. Joshua?
Mussorgsky.
No. Liberty, Braden?
Rimsky-Korsakov.
No, we were looking for Tchaikovsky. Which French leader headed the invading force whose engineering corps officer discovered the slab now called the Rosetta Stone buried in the mud near Rosetta, not far from Alexandria? Liberty, Braden?
Lawrence.
No. Rancho, Quinn?
Napoleon.
Yes. Identify the Ohio city in which the Wright brothers first developed and tested their ideas. And that's Liberty, Ray.
Kitty Hawk.
No, it's the home of the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Rancho, Joshua?
Columbus.
No, Dayton. Identify the accipitrine bird with short, rounded wings that shares its name with Tony, the skateboarding legend. Rancho, Joshua?
Hawk.
Yes. Which letter and which number do economists use to designate currency in circulation plus demand deposits? Rancho, Quinn?
P.
No. Liberty, Ray?
D.
No, M1. Identify the author who for several years was once involved in negotiations to write a sequel to Margaret Mitchell's Gone with the Wind. He's known for his novels Prince of Tides and Beach Music. Pat Conroy. Which word designates all of the following? A chest for holding ammunition, a watertight structure inside which underwater construction work is carried on, and a two-wheeled ammunition wagon. Rancho, Joshua?
Wheelbarrow.
No. Liberty, Ray?
Strongbox.
No, a caisson. That's the end of our first round. Let's find out who's ahead. After the first round, our score, Liberty with 40, Rancho with 20. Anything can happen. Before we start our second round, we have a couple of substitute players. We'd like to meet Kennedy from Liberty, a senior. Hi, Kennedy.
Hi.
It says you like to play softball?
Yeah.
What
I'm
position?
a catcher.
You're the catcher?
Yes.
Wow. Those pitchers are coming in pretty fast.
Yeah.
So you got to have a good mitt.
Yep.
All right. Well, congratulations on being here and good luck. We have two new players also for Rancho. We will start with ninth grader Ibrahim Khan. Hi, Ibrahim.
Hi.
Where'd you go to middle school?
Bridger.
Excellent. How are you doing at Rancho so far?
Pretty good.
Excellent. You seem pretty mellow. Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Also, we have another ninth grader, Matthew Gregory. Hi, Matthew.
Hi.
It says you like anime. Let's make sure people know what that is.
Just basically Japanese animations and stuff.
Very
Shows.
good. Well, good luck to both of you. And let's get started with our second round. Identify the English writer from whose poem, Gentlemen Rankers, James Jones took his title for From Here to Eternity. He's also the author of a series of stories known as the Jungle Books. Liberty, Braden?
Rudyard Kipling.
Yes, here's some bonus questions now for Liberty only. Identify each of the following associated with eternity. First, name the Titan whom Zeus chained to a rock for eternity. Second, name the magician whom the Lady of the Lake was said to have imprisoned in a tower or under a large stone for eternity.
Let's say Merlin. Okay. All right. For the first one, we have Prometheus, and for the second one, we have Merlin.
Both are correct. You've got bonus points. For both teams, now name the country in which more than 15,000 people were killed and that is Liberty Ray.
Rwanda?
No, when a 9.0 earthquake and tsunami struck in 2011. Rancho Quinn?
Japan?
Yes, bonus questions now for Rancho. Identify each of the following by giving an answer including the letters P-A-N. First, name the airline whose Flight 103 was destroyed by a bomb over Scotland in 1988. Second, name the philosopher in Voltaire's Candide who believes that all is for the best in this the best of all possible worlds.
I don't know. I just got something.
Well, for the first one is Pan Am, and the second, no answer.
First is correct, Pan Am. The second one was Pangloss or Dr. Pangloss. Now for both teams, the body's vocal cords act like the reeds of a wind instrument to set up the initial vibrations of the human voice. Which element of sound or tone is controlled by varying the tension on the vocal cords? Exceptional. Rancho Quinn?
Pitch?
Yes. Bonus questions for Rancho. Identify each of the following concerning music. First, name the part of the body serving like a bellows to cause a vibration. Second, lowest adult female voice.
I think the first is diaphragm. I think the second might be soprano. Maybe bass.
No, lowest is maybe bass. Let's go to
Captain.
For the first, I forgot the first one. Well, for the second is tenor, and I can't remember the first.
The first one was lungs, the second one was alto, so no bonus points. Now for both teams, which 1819 case decided under Chief Justice John Marshall greatly expanded the power of the national government by allowing Congress to charter Rancho, Joshua?
Marbury versus Madison?
No. Charter a national bank even though it had no delegated power to do so. McCulloch versus Maryland. Next question is a math question. If a right triangle has a hypotenuse of length 1 and one side of length 1/2, what is the length of the other side? I'll repeat. If a right triangle, and that's Rancho Quinn.
√3/2?
Yes. Bonus questions now for Rancho only. Answer each of the following math questions. First, how many real solutions does the equation x plus 3 equals x have? Second, what is the conjugate of 3 plus 2i? Repeating, how many real solutions does the equation x plus 3 equals x have? Second, what's the conjugate of 3 plus 2i?
The first is no real solutions, and the second, 3 minus 2i.
Judges, both are correct. You've got bonus points. Next for both teams, which book by which American author is subtitled Life in the Woods? Liberty, Braden?
Walden by Henry David Thoreau.
Yes. Bonus questions now for Liberty only. Identify the title of the novels with the following subtitles. First, what's the title of the novel subtitled A Tale of the Christ? Second, what's the title of the novel subtitled The Children's Crusade?
I don't know the first one. A Tale of Christ.
Pilgrim's Progress.
Okay. For the first one, we have Pilgrim's Progress, and for the second one, we have Slaughterhouse 5.
Second is correct. The first one's Ben-Hur, so you get some bonus points. Now for both teams, what word designates both a force that slows down a ball hit into the air, and that's Rancho Quinn?
Friction?
No, and any group struggling for freedom in a nation occupied by the military of another country? Resistance. You were too late. Now for both teams, identify the classic example of late 18th century American architecture located in Albemarle County, Virginia, near Charlottesville, and constructed by Thomas Jefferson. Liberty, Braden.
Monticello.
Yes. Bonus questions for Liberty. Identify each of the following concerning architecture. First, name the cast iron and glass building in New York City that had the largest dome yet erected in the U.S. when it was built to house an 1853 exhibition. Second, identify the type of architecture exemplified by the Cathedral of Notre Dame in Rheims, France, completed in 1430.
You have the first one? No. Any idea? Okay. For the first one, we have the World's Fair. For the second one, we have Gothic.
Gothic is correct. The first is Crystal Palace, so some bonus points. Now for both teams, identify the strait within view of both Little Diomede Island and Great Diomede Island. Rancho, Joshua?
Strait of Gibraltar.
No. I think he got in. That's Liberty, Braden.
Strait of New Zealand.
No, the answer was Bering Strait, and we're out of time, so let's see who's ahead after 2 rounds. After 2 rounds, it's Liberty with 75, Rancho with 50. Anything can happen in our speed round. Let's meet substitute players for each team, starting with Liberty. A senior, Joans Estinal. Hi, how's it going?
It's good.
Good, nice to see you. And for Rancho, we have a 9th grader, Chandler Gilbertson. Welcome to Varsity Quiz and good luck.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and get started with our speed round. Which star, larger than the sun and about 25 times as bright, is the brightest star that can be seen from the Earth at night? And that is Rancho, Edgar.
Beetlejuice.
No. Liberty, Braden.
Sirius.
Yes. Name the first American woman to win the Nobel Prize for Literature, doing so in 1938. Liberty, Madeline.
Pearl S. Buck.
Yes. What term is used to describe how close a measurement is to the correct answer? Rancho, Joshua.
Precision.
No. Liberty, Braden.
Percent error.
Yes. We would have accepted accuracy. Name the last Civil War veteran to become U.S. president. He was elected in the 19th century, assassinated in the 20th. Liberty, Braden.
McKinley.
Yes. Give the English translation of the title of the symphonic poem, Dance Macabre. Liberty, Braden.
Dance of Death.
Yes. Math question, no repeating. If a book falls in a perpendicular path from the ledge of a building and strikes the ground exactly 2 seconds later, how tall is the building? Liberty, Braden.
17.6.
No. 64 feet or 19.6 meters. Identify the first African-American athlete to appear on a Wheaties box. Liberty, Braden.
Arthur Ashe.
No. Jesse Owen. Name the empire centered at Constantinople. Liberty, Braden.
Byzantine.
Yes. Identify the Indian chief who's the subject of Merrill D. Beale's 1963 biography, I Will Fight No More Forever. Liberty, Braden.
Sitting Bull.
No. Chief Joseph. In calculus, what name is given to the point or points where the graph of an equation changes concavity? Rancho, Quinn.
Points of inflection?
Judges? Yes. In a speech to the 1932 Democratic Convention, which verb did Franklin Roosevelt use in his statement, I blank you, I blank myself to a new deal for the American people? Liberty, Braden.
Promise.
No. Rancho, Joshua.
Ask.
No. Pledge. Which word from the Greek for sweet wine identifies the most common kind of sugar in plant and animal tissues? Its formula, C6H12O6. Rancho, Joshua.
Glucose.
Yes. Many families like to have homes on a dead-end street. What hyphenated French term? Liberty, Braden.
Cul-de-sac.
Yes. Name Diego Rivera's wife. Also a Liberty, Braden.
Frida Kahlo.
Yes. Identify the 266th Pope of the Catholic Church, elected March 13, 2013. Liberty, Braden.
Francis.
Judges?
Pope Francis.
Yes. Which term designates the series of 3 membranes that surround and protect the brain in the human body? Liberty, Braden.
Cranium.
No. Rancho, Quinn.
Skull?
No meninges. Identify the trailing arbutus that shares its name with the ship Christopher Jones captained in 1620 when it sailed from Southampton to the New World. Liberty, Braden.
Mayflower.
Yes. Name the last First Lady of the Soviet Union who died of leukemia in 1999. Raisa Gorbachev. Math question. What is the value of the expression 1/3 to the -3 power? Liberty, Ray.
27.
Yes. What Arabic word meaning farmer, beginning with the letter F as in Frank, identifies a peasant in an Arab country? Fella. According to the United Nations Population Fund, the Earth's population reached how many billion? Liberty, Braden?
7.
Yes. Give the term for the narrow strip of land that connects two larger, Liberty, Braden?
Isthmus.
Yes. In 2005, the Philadelphia Museum of Art hosted the first U.S. retrospective of which artist, known for such works as Soft Construction with Boiled Beans, Premonition of Civil War, as well as Persistence. Liberty, Braden?
Dolly.
Yes. Name the lowest region of the Earth's atmosphere, extending from the ground level to an altitude of 7 to 10 miles. And that's Rancho. Joshua?
Troposphere.
Yes. MSNBC host Melissa Harris Perry recently apologized to which former presidential candidate? Rancho. Joshua?
Mitt Romney.
Yes. Name the elusive subatomic particle more fully defined in 1998 when physicists were able to determine that it has mass or weight. Liberty, Ray?
Higgs boson.
No. Rancho. Joshua?
Quark.
No, a neutrino. Identify the state capital whose name commonly precedes all of the following: Post Road, Port Act, Terrier. Rancho. Quinn?
Boston.
Yes. Identify the symbiotic relationship in which one organism benefits from another organism. Liberty, Braden?
Parasite.
No, without affecting it. In time? Yes, we'll go with Rancho. Edgar?
Symbiote.
No commensalism. Name the state. Oh, should we go ahead? Name the state whose national park contains the world's longest known cave system in Mammoth. Rancho. Quinn?
Colorado.
No, Mammoth Cave National Park. Liberty, Braden?
Massachusetts.
No, it's Kentucky. Well, we're all out of time. Let's find out who won. And our final score, Liberty finishes with 145, Rancho with 75. Liberty is our winner, but congratulations to Rancho, too. We invite you to join us again next Monday, February 10th at 7:30, when Green Valley takes on Valley. A little confusing, but I know you can handle it. We hope you tune in for another exciting night of Varsity Quiz right here on Vegas PBS.